All right. Hey, Frugal Rodeo Mom here. How are you all this morning? My gosh, gorgeous day outside. I hope you are having an amazing day. Had a busy day yesterday. Uh, just getting caught up on some paperwork and stuff. So, you know how those days go. Sometimes the paperwork takes longer than the big projects, right? So, anyway, here I decided in all fairness with back to school coming that it would be an awesome idea to give you kind of some of my tips. Might be a little late for some of you, but they're definitely things to think about even for next year as you're doing this. But some frugal here's some frugal back to school shopping tips. And these are things that I've done. I've added one that somebody gave me an idea to do. And I said, can I use that? And they said, yes, absolutely. So I using this one. I have not done it, but it sounds like, oh, excuse me. It sounds like a pretty awesome idea, honestly. So, here's the thing with school registration and then having to go and buy all those school supplies. Guys, one of the things that I talked about a few of the things that I did, especially for my elementary students over in my VIP Facebook group. So grab the link it's in whatever video you're watching. Grab that link and pop over there. You can see that video. I'm over there daily giving more tips. There's going to be recipes and all that kind of stuff over there too. So you're going to want to be over there for sure. And then also you can grab as we're heading into school, I have a free 7-day meals planned out for you to get yourself rocking and rolling that first week of school. So you don't have to scramble because everybody's trying to get into new routines. So get on over my free Facebook page and then it'll lead you to grabbing the 7-day meal plan. Otherwise, you can go, this way. Otherwise, you can go to rondaniehouse.com and grab it over there. All right. All right, guys, into the juicy contents today. So frugal back to school shopping. How do we do that? If you're like most of those moms, you march into the Walmart or to where you're going and you have this list and you're like, okay, I gotta get everything on this list. Okay. That is going to be my number one tip is don't get everything in the quantities that they say. Okay. If you do, that's fine, but don't send them all the first day of school because then they ask for more. When they ask for more, you can send some more. Typically, I always got this big pile of supplies back. Okay. So this leads me into my second tip. Take stock in what you have. So when your kids bring those supplies back home from the end of the year that they didn't use, stow them away for next year, especially if it's pencils and erasers and glue sticks. That's something that's typically on every list, especially in elementary. As you get into more middle school and high school, you have less return of supplies because you just buy less. So keep that in mind, but just take stock in what you have and see what you have and resend them back to school. I have done that for years. So if it asks for 6 glue sticks and I have 3, I only buy 3. Then they go with 6 glue sticks. And then if I get 3 more back, then I recycle them again the next year, kind of thing. Spread out your purchases. Now, this is one thing that we got after our school for. It seemed like they would send out registration and school supplies all at one time. So you had to come up with the money to register your kids for school, but then you also had to turn around and buy another $75 worth of school supplies. And it's probably more than that now with inflation and all of that. So our school, a lot of times they will get it on the website. So if you need it ahead of time, check your school website and see if it's there and spread out the purchases. If you see something on sale or if you have a coupon or whatever where you can get 25% off anything in the store or whatever, you utilize those things and spread out your purchases. This is the one that my friend told me about, and I thought, gosh, this would have been a fabulous idea. So my question is who doesn't love hand-me-downs? As a mom, I loved hand-me-downs. I loved name brand hand-me-downs. So I got in contact with all of my friends that had older kids that were older than mine. Now, granted, the great thing is I had a sister who had two nephews that were older. So my youngest got all of their hand-me-downs, and my oldest got a few of their hand-me-downs. But hand-me-downs are the bomb, especially when it's the name brand stuff like Under Armour, that kind of stuff. Those sweatshirts don't wear out. Seriously, I don't think they wear out. So, but this was what she said that she has done in her neighborhood for years is she hosts a clothing swap. So you bring stuff and you take stuff. So everybody in the neighborhood, they would get together in one location. They brought all the hand-me-down clothes that they had, and people just started, taking and utilizing and that kind of stuff. And then she said what didn't go, a lot of times they would just box up and take to Goodwill or the local clothing bank or something. Now, I don't know about in your community, but in our community, we do have a free clothing closet that you can go in and just shop for free. People have donated stuff over and you can shop for free. And if you can find those around, those are awesome as well. Here's the other idea. If you have friends that have kids in the same grade, reach out to them and be like, hey, let's shop the bulk deals and split it. Who doesn't want to save money? Like, that's what I don't understand. If you reach out to somebody and they're like, nah, I don't want to save $1, you'd be like, okay, you're lost. That's kind of where I would be with it. If they turn around and look bad at you or talk bad at you for saving money, that's on them too. Like, who doesn't want to save money? I, for certain, always love to save money. I don't care. I don't care if it's just a few dollars. I love to say those few dollars can go to something else. So I always love to save money. Now, if you have an older child, like in middle school or whatever, they don't have a home room like the elementary where they're all in one room typically. So don't buy all the stuff right away as they do. Get the main supplies and then get the other stuff over time as they start going through school. Because I will not lie, that first time I sent my oldest to middle school, I went out and bought everything because I didn't know what he was going to need for sure. And he didn't take half of it to school because he didn't need it. So don't just automatically go buy everything that's on the list. It's pretty much just a suggestion from the teachers of what they need. All right. All right, guys, I made this a little too long today. Sorry about that. I hope this helps. Get on over my free Facebook group. Guys, I will see you all tomorrow. You have